So Barry wanted to start this because like we have the app, we have all the audios, but to know that there are actual human beings on the other end of this. And we should probably change our names. I'm Michelle Cavanaugh. This is right, Aida, and we are
Aida. Hi.
the therapists here at DARE. We call ourselves the Therapists. So we are here to kind of help people, because we know some people have the app but not the book. So these are all for app subscribers. If this goes well, we're going to try and do it maybe once a month, maybe. We'll see. So yeah, if you submit questions or post some questions in the chat, we're here to answer questions, and we could try and make this a regular thing if people like it.
Yes, exactly. So I'm just going to start with one question from the sheet. And then maybe we can switch one question that have been submitted and one live question. Michelle, what do you think?
Yeah, we'll just work our way through. They're all going to be very similar anyway.
Yes.
Even I looked through ahead of time. They're all similar, like one sensation or a different sensation. So you'll see it'll be a lot of the same kind of answers possibly.
Okay. So I'm going to start with, I always have a problem with my chest being tight and heavy, but lots of times I'm anxiety-free and still have a heavy chest. There's nothing physically wrong with me, and it concerns me why this happens. Do I have anxiety and not know I don't have it? I just don't understand. Thank you for considering.
Yeah, so and I know some of you have seen this. So heavy chest, physical sensation. So again, something physical, we always say, right, off the bat, if there's something going on with your body and you're not sure what's going on with your body, talk to people that have degrees in what goes on with bodies, right? Like we kind of get stuck sometimes looking for reassurance on the Facebook pages, but if something's up with my chest, usually people have gotten, workups all over the place. But getting cleared physically, that's one thing, right? Say, I have got a clean bill of health. I was told to come back next year for a physical. So now what, right? So now here you are with now what? You have a clean bill of health, we are assuming, right? And now it's accepting the fact that that's this feeling I'm noticing in my chest right now, right? Again, with this paper, physical sensation is a heaviness in a chest. There's a good chance somewhere on that list is, but what about dizziness? Well, what about heart palpitations? Well, what about this feeling in my arm, right? If it's a physical sensation, if it's any of these, but right now we're talking about physical sensations. Notice what your body's doing the moment it's doing it. This is not anxiety. This is not the problem. You have noticed and identified you're experiencing present discomfort. That's all that is when it comes to anxiety. It's the fight of this. So if you happen to be doing better with anxiety, this is kind of how progress works. We notice the sensation and feel fear. And as the anxiety and fear start to fade, that you might still have that heightened awareness of a certain part of your body. That's fine. This is how it works. It starts to fade off your radar. Allow it, right? This whole goal is learning how to treat things that feel important as unimportant. So over time, there's a good chance that if you stop treating this as important, you will stop noticing it as much. I hope that makes sense. Aida, did I miss anything?
Yes, no. And I think it's also, let's not forget that it's not always about anxiety. Like we can have these physical sensations without anxiety present at all. Maybe we haven't slept well, or we're stressed, or we're tired, or something else is going on, and that could cause sensations. So you notice that something is off, is less than perfect. And now the question is more, how do I respond to it? Because since you know you are physically well, there is nothing going on health-wise, then you can just move into, okay, my body's just doing that at the moment. Take a look at my life. Do I have some major stresses at the moment? Am I not practicing self-care too much? Maybe going back to basics, sleeping a little better, doing some exercise, some meditation, just to calm down a little bit. Not to get rid of the anxiety, but just to calm down a little bit.
Right. And it goes in line. I know, Melissa, you just posted here in the chat. I'll say it out loud. I don't know if the chat comes up on the recording, but this segues perfectly into, but what about people who do have actual health problems? I just had a one-to-one call about this too, right before this group. Like I get checked out by the doctor and I am fine. Great. I got checked out at the doctor and I'm not fine, right? Or I do have something wrong. I do have something happening right now. It's still the same approach. It's not, DARE is not, oh, it's all in your head, dare it away. And you're also guaranteed to never have health problems again for the rest of your life. right? Dare is basically allowing whatever you're experiencing the moment that you're experiencing it. Just to kind of give you a quick little synopsis of the entire book. It's learning how to, doesn't mean like you're daring away health problems. It's, yes, right now I might be dealing with a health concern, but is the health concern an emergency right now or a situation I'm dealing with right now? We tend to kind of take the way we treat things. If we're treating it as danger right now, our alarm helps us find danger right now, right? And we also, from when people are actually dealing with health issues and have health anxiety, we take how we're doing right now, and it's usually linked to some sort of what if it gets worse in the future, rather than how I'm feeling now. Oh, this is what I have now. And now the anxiety usually comes in your imagination of the future that you're thinking about, that health issue that you're dealing with.
Yes, and you can use dare to stop the catastrophizing, because maybe it's not such a big thing like your mind is making it up. So you can use dare to ground yourself and to stay in the here and now, being accepting whatever is going on without going into the future with what if, and diffuse yourself from those worst case scenarios and the black and white thinking, adding some shades of gray into it.
Right. Like expect your alarm to be up. Oh, I just got a diagnosis of something, or I'm dealing with a chronic condition. Or a lot of times, a lot of people are dealing with chronic conditions that mimic anxiety, right? Like, oh, is it this or is it anxiety? Like, how do I know if it's my actual health problem? Like if it's lightheadedness, how do I know it's not from a medication I'm taking or if it's just anxiety? That's a very common question that comes up a lot. It's the same response. It kind of doesn't matter, because it becomes this internal pressure fight. That's what we're addressing with dare, not differentiating between like, oh, what's the dizzy from? It's, I feel dizzy right now. And accept and allow means, yes, right now I feel dizzy and I don't have to fight dizzy as danger. I notice that I feel dizzy right now for whatever reason, right? So it's that kind of comes up too when it comes to physical sensations and questions about health.